Good day, everyone. You are all welcome to Lean Digital Media. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make a 3D logo using Pixellab. So we are going to be designing this particular logo on the screen. So we are starting right away. You click on your default text button, and we are going to be inserting our new text. So I'm going to place in some spaces before and after each text, like 6 spaces. Okay, so next I'll be changing the fonts. Alright, so I'll be adjusting this right now. I want it fitted on the screen, so I'll be dragging it. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. So the next thing I'll be doing is to make a duplicate of it, because I'll be needing 2 of it. So I go to my copy. So for the first one, I'll be applying the effects. I'll go to my stroke. I'll be enabling my stroke. I'll pick the white color, and also I'll be increasing my stroke width. Okay, I'll leave it at 35. I'll click on my OK. So I'll go to my duplicate now, and I'll be changing this to black. So I'll go to my color. I'll be selecting the black color. So I'll be placing this on this. I want to align this properly using my relative position button. Okay, so I'll be placing this on this. You can also use your relative position to position it properly. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing is to merge the 2 of them together. So I'll go to my merge, and I'm going to merge the 2 together. Okay, so I'm going to be erasing the color right now. I'll go to my color eraser, and you enable your color eraser. Then I'll be using my color picker to pick the black color, because I don't need it. Just be careful, pick the right color. Okay, so when you get there, just click on OK. You can see that the color is gone. So I'll be increasing my tolerance also. I'll take it to 70. Then you click on your OK. Then I'll be going to my layer. I want to lock this because I don't want it altered in any way. So I'll go to my shapes. I'll be inserting a new shape. We'll be designing the ring for the key holder. So I'll be turning this to a circle. I'll reduce the opacity to 0%, and I'll be changing the color of the stroke to black, and I'll be increasing the stroke width. Okay, I'll be changing the color to white. I'll be increasing the stroke width. Let me make it, I think I'm okay with 12. So I'll be reducing this. Let me increase the stroke width a little. Okay. Okay. So I'll be dragging this on the text, but I'll be using my positioning button because I think I prefer that. I don't want it increased more than that. You can actually drag it on your screen if you want to. So I'll be using my positioning button to do that. Just make sure it's seated properly. Okay, so the next thing I'll be doing is to merge these two. I'm going to be merging both the ring and the, so I go to my merge and I'm going to be selecting the two of them. So they are now merged together. So I'll go to my texture right now. So I'll be selecting the texture I need for the text. I'll go to my gallery. Okay, I'm using this particular texture background. So you click on OK. So I'm going to be enabling my maintain ratio. I'll leave that at 100%. So I'll go to my emboss. I'm going to enable my emboss. Then for my, I'll leave the light angle at 90. For my intensity, I'll increase to 100. For the ambient light, I'll be reducing it. I'll make it 60. Then for the specular hardness, I'm going to be increasing it. Let me make it 40. We can still work on it later if you want to. Then the bevel, I'll make it 1. Okay, let me leave the specular hardness at 43 and the bevel I'll make it 1. So I click on my OK, then I'll go to my gallery right now. I'll be going to my gallery too. We are going to be putting in the background. So I'll go to my gallery. I'll be inserting the background we'll be using for it. So this is the background. Click on OK. That is it. I'm going to be reducing this. Okay. Okay. I'm going to be slanting it a bit. So the next thing is to bring in the keychain. So I'll go to my gallery once again. I'll be selecting this. Click on OK and I'll be adjusting it. So you adjust it properly and place it. Make sure that it's inside the hole. You can use your image position to do that. Your position button to do that. Just okay. I think it's well seated now. So the next thing I'll be doing is I'm going to be merging the two of them also, so that any effect I'm applying now will be applicable to the two of them. So the next thing, I will now go to my shadow. So I will enable my shadow. I'll be adjusting my blur radius. I will increase it to a little. The 12 is okay. For the offset of X, I'm going to leave it like that. But for Y, I'll be increasing it a little. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. So when you are okay with your design, you can just go ahead to save. So we have now designed our key holder. So the next thing now is to go to my gallery and save. So I save as an image. You save as an JPEG no transparency, and you go to your quality, select the ultra button, and you save to your gallery.